Greetings. Well, we got the mini copter now. Badass little, it's a little fun. It's what it is. So, I'm going to build a heli / boat base. Just like the classic Magnum. We're going to make a duo trio mini heli boat base. It's got 2 stacked vaults. It's got a couple unlootables and a couple shooting floors. There's the overview of it. Just going to fly around, give you the once over. And we'll go through a walkthrough right now and just give you a nice little tour. So, up here is an undrainable shotgun trap in the front entrance. And you're greeted with 2 unlootable loot rooms protected by shotgun traps. And a little shooty floor to protect the front entrance. If you're being door camped, you can shoot them out. There's the second one. You have to reach the boxes with a little fire pit. Then into the boathouse, which is all protected by shotgun traps. And we got a couple bedrooms off to the side here in the front of the boathouse with some lockers. And the front entrance is guarded by shotgun traps and along with the inner piece of the boathouse. Now, going into the first vault. This is the roof trick that Prince Vid's introduced, and I love it. Use it as much as possible. So, in here we've got our level 3. We're using vending machines in the honeycombing for storage. And then here's the TC and the cost. It's hidden in the 3rd honeycomb. It's protected by the vending machines, which act as both armor and storage. And you can hide it there with some embrasures and some glass. And then up above here is another little hidden area that's protected by a floating garage door, so to speak. Let's get up here. And 2 more undrainable shotgun traps. The one to the right would be undrainable anyway. Alright, now I'm going to leave the vault. Don't mind me, I'm just doing some upgrading as I go. So assuming you've got ladders, if not, you can use a small furnace to hop up. We're going to go up to the 2nd floor, which is we'll protect this with a shotgun trap. This is the helicopter entrance and the 2nd vault. So up here you've got 2 more shooty floors above the front entrance here, raised up with a little fire pit. Put another one down over here. Beautiful. And again, another unlootable loot room. And here's the helicopter landing pad. It's set up with the solar panels. And then just up here, I'm just giving the example that it's easy roof access if you do need to get up here and fight guys. You can get up here and fight back. So you're not stuck in your base. And there's lots of cover with these roofs. Look at me, shooting my gun. Whoopity-woo. Alright, now into the 2nd vault, which is right above the first one. And just no clips being a bit of a pain in the ass, but again, it's more storage. So using the vending machines as armored. And then this time, I've hidden a locker, which you can set up your most expensive gear kits, protect them in there. They'll be well hidden. Loads of storage in the 2nd vault. And then there is 2 auto turrets that you can open from the outside. Voila. Oops, hold on, get myself situated here. So you can open and close them from here. And then over here, it's just up at the top left here, clipping through. Right there. You can open it up, and beautiful. So let's get on to the build. So stage 1 is just your classic vault. I'll give you the footprint here. And it's 1.5 tall. This allows us to make the little extra hidden loot room. And that's what it looks like. There's the cost, around 5-6k stone. Get a door on, get your TC down. Which you're going to do in the center honeycomb. make it all stone. And then get your furnaces down, and this is where you would start to smelting metal ore. Get your core upgraded to metal if you can. This is essentially what you do. Just get it all up to the metal. Anyway, let's get on with the build. So the boathouse. There's our cost. All right, so adding on the boathouse is just adding the square foundations in front of it and 2 raised triangle foundations, and then a raised square at the back and surrounded by triangles. And we're going to dip down and make a low entrance, and this will make an undrainable shotgun trap right here. And then another shooting floor. There's the layout. So there's our shooting floor. Put a door here. And this is our unlootable loot room right here. More of a drop box, but handy nonetheless. Seal it off and make that entrance to the second level. Once you got all up to stone, and ignore these 2 square foundations, they didn't need to be there. And I'm just sealing in the front of this vault down here. That looks better. So start upgrading the shooty floors to steel and the front entrance to steel so that you can make use of the shotgun trap. Get your shop front down, get some doors on, and get your shotgun traps. Upgrade the loot room to steel. And again, if you can put shotgun traps in it, all the better. And then 2 low walls, upgrade them. And then we're going to put a little triangle piece above it so we can walk up and access the second part. We're going to put down the fire pits that raise us up to allow us to see all the boxes. There we go. Alright. Now we've got everything sealed in. This is where you do the upgrading to metal if you can afford it. And the roof that seals the doorway has to be stone or high qual. So if you've got some high qual, upgrade only it and the rest to steel. Keeps it really cheap. And then get a couple vending machines, just some gears and 20 high qual, and shove them in like this in the 2 triangle pieces. So push the one tight against the TC and then you can squeeze in the second one easily. And up top, just above the vault, you're going to just do the honeycombing. I was thinking of doing something, but I changed my mind, so I just sealed it off. There's the layout. So, stage 3 would be the second vault on the second floor and the heli room. So finish upgrading everything to steel. And then up here, just deciding on what to do. Let's build the vault. So it's the exact same as the first one, it's only 1 high, it's not 1.5. So get that done. Alright, so I built the shooty floors on the second level here. There we go. Get them up to steel. They can soft side them if there's stone. And we're building the exact same thing on this floor. The unlootable loot room and There we go. So this is the identical to what's below, with the exception of the extra shooty floor up here. Seal it in. Ignore that little triangle piece right there that's all twig. That was a fuck up on my part here. So, done, all stone. So that's what it should look like. It should be clean like this. And then you can start sealing in these weak corner points and make them stone. Trying to keep the cost balanced between metal and stone. There's the shape of it. There's the cost. Alright, so what we're going to do now is, there's the TC cost. It's not too bad. Okay. Sorry, I'm just getting a little mixed up here. So, let's build the little heli landing pad here. So below, you're going to make the circle of triangle foundations and wall up on each side with twig. And square foundation on that side. And I do adjust this and make these 2 bedrooms on the side, so kind of ignore what I'm doing here, but basically sink the triangle foundations below and upgrade them to stone, and you're going to use the wall frames, get it all up to stone, and then get your shop fronts in and a garage door. There's the landing pad. And then again, this is something I just threw a roof here. I'll later change this. It's up to you how you do it. The honeycombing on the outside you can adjust anyway. You feel like it. So originally I just put down the roofs. And here I want to hide these 2 roofs from the 2 vaults. So once I see that I can build in here, I can make use of the space. I hate wasting space. So go up 1. And put a half wall. Sorry, I'm just changing my mind here. Full wall, and then a roof. We'll clip it nice and even. And we'll do the same thing on this side. One and a half, and then a roof, and then upgrade those to stone. I fucked up here. There we go. Full wall, roof, nice and even. Symmetry, gotta love it. And then just fill in these weak points, make them stone. There's the cost. Sorry, it was really quick. So upgrade the second vault to steel. And make that roof high qual if you can afford it. Really, at this point, just the 2 roofs in the 2 vaults could be high qual. And this is where you would add the lockers if you've got the BP. Hopefully you do. And you're going to bury it in that center triangle. And then shove a vending machine. Now do practice putting these vending machines in. They are tricky, and once you place them, they don't move. So go on a build server and just work at placing them till you get good at it. Just make sure you rotate them and disable broadcast. There, loads of storage now. And armored shielding from the outside. Perfect. Make sure the doors swing the proper direction. And then this is where we want to start covering up the vaults with stone. And this little spot here we can make a turret location. It's perfect. That will protect the back of the base, and then we're going to surround. So this is where I changed my mind right here. So this little roof fucked me up. So to make it the same, I'm going to make this another turret location. So again, always practice the builds to your 100% how you want it laid out. There's a million different ways you can do the outside, but make sure you're happy with what you got, because in-game there's no changeovers without it being very costly. So now all sides of the base are fairly protected, so we're just going to honeycomb in with stone. And roofs over the square part of the helicopter landing and the vault, just to give an extra layer. And like I said, if you go up on the roof, it does give you a little bit of protection so you can hide behind them. Just getting the garage doors up. And then just fill in this second unlootable. With shotgun traps and small boxes. Your standard unlootable, really nothing fancy here. Low walls. And then the fire pits again to raise you up so you can see them. And then just try to get the roof above you upgraded to steel, just so there's no weak points for them to drop in. And there's the cost. About 5-6K metal and stone. So if you can afford it, get some of the core vaults upgraded to armor. So the one behind the TC here, before I put the stone honeycombing on the outside, I'd upgrade to armor. Sort of a hindsight thing that I did there. So this is out in the boathouse. This is where I build the 2 bedrooms. Just gives you some quick spawn points where you can gear up and take the cargo ship, etc. Same thing on this other side. This one has the roof sticking through, so we're not going to be able to really place this the same, but it works. And then protect the front entrance of the boathouse with shotgun traps, and those should be undrainable. Let's get a boat in there just to roleplay this a little bit. Beautiful. Alright, so we've roleplayed the shit out of this. Beautiful, we got a boat in here. You could actually fit 2 boats in here if you really wanted to. Yeah, so now we'll try our attempt at the heli. I found using the Christmas lights lit it up even with the blue marker lights, and I was able to stick it pretty straightforward. And here's a night shot coming in. You can see the Christmas lights help a hell of a lot. I tried the blue flashing lights, I just didn't find them bright enough to really stick out. Now you can get away with it. The one big thing I can take from this is use a miner's hat. You can light up the whole top of your base using it. But there it is, I was able to stick it. It wasn't pretty, and I just kept doing it. So here's with the miner's hat on. As you can see, it lights it up a lot. Here's another shot. Yep, miner's hat, boom. And then just drive it on in safely and you're laughing. Hope you enjoy it. Cheers.